Hi everybody, and welcome to For Real. I know this is probably the first time that many of you have heard me because we've had so many new subscribers come on recently. So my name's Claire and I'm half of the equation that makes up For Real here in Siem Reap, Cambodia. So Jeremy and I both make videos. Sometimes we make them together, but most often we do them separately because we have different things that interest each of us. So sometimes you get me and sometimes you get him. Just depends. We try and put out 2 a week, but you never know. Sometimes things happen and that's just not possible. And sometimes things happen that mean that we want to give you an update more often than that. So today it's, right now it's Saturday evening and I'm just about 200 metres down the road from where we live in the Sa Kraum area of Siem Reap, which is a market very close to where we live. And just before we get started on the video today, I just thought I'd tell you about some breaking news that's happened in Cambodia. So in Phnom Penh, there's just been an announcement of 32 cases of COVID detected last night. And what's happened is some people that arrived in Cambodia were in their hotel doing their quarantine and they decided that they wanted to go out. And so they bribed the security guards at the hotel, went out to lots of bars, apartment buildings, met up with lots of people, had a great time, came back to the apartment building where they were doing their quarantine, or the hotel I should say, and now there's people in the community with infections. So they found 32 people, but of course they're doing a lot of contact tracing, and that 32 could soon become a lot more than that. So we're just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen, what the reaction is going to be for how that will be dealt with. Whether it's going to be some kind of lockdown, some kind of closures of certain types of businesses remains to be seen, but 32 and there's a lot of community transmission. It's the biggest cluster that we've seen so far in Cambodia. So yeah, I guess it's all very, very recent, like only in the last, 6 hours today it was announced. So it remains to be seen what's going to happen. Anyway, today's video, I'm going to take you on a bit of a look around. I know Jeremy has done lots of videos about the roadworks here in Siem Reap, but I haven't done any myself. So today I went to a few different places to show you some of the craziness that's afoot in the town right now as a result of the 38 Roads development. Yes, it probably will be wonderful when it's finished and great for tourism at that point, but we just want to show what's happening now and the impact that it's having on local people right now. Okay, so let's go. One more thing that I was going to mention that I'd forgotten to say just before. If you see in the comments, comments from somebody called Jeremy or Big Jed 75, that's Jeremy. So he doesn't always use the For Real login. Yeah, so you sometimes get 2 comments from us, one from me as For Real and one from him as Big Jed 75. Just so you know. Yeah, so a big welcome to all of the new subscribers and a really big thank you to you for subscribing, and as well as that, a big thank you to everyone who's been with us for a long time. Means a lot that you stuck around with us through this crazy journey that we're having, and now that we're up to 1,000, we're about to start the monetization process. I think everything's in place, we just have to flick the switch now and that will start to happen. Here we are at the bottom end of Tapel Road. The Asia Plaza supermarket's just down there to your right, although you can't see it. And this is some serious earth-moving operation going on here. There's people down there. Someone down there in pajamas checking it out. Look at that, huge. It's just been getting progressively worse over the last week or so. And little rat runs to get through are getting smaller and smaller and more difficult to pass, especially when there's like a pile of wrangled sharp bits of metal, just to make it that much more fun. But then right next to it you've got people like this that are trying to run businesses. I guess this is what we've been trying to show you. I mean, at least theirs is still able to be accessed, but some people now have a 2-meter drop right in front of their restaurant or business. And we might go and have a look at some of those so you can see what I mean. There's some more people trying to get through the little rat run. It's not easy because it's sand and there's pipes and there's just nowhere kind of stable to put your tyre as you try and go through. But well done, ladies, they both made it through. Nice. Oh, she's coming, it's stuck. Yeah, it's not easy. So I've just reached a road that we were on a couple of weeks back. Said I'd come back and check on the progress. So there's a lot of grading. People living in those shacks over there. I'll go up that way and see what's happening. So here's an example of what business looks like in the middle of the roadworks. There's about a metre drop from the shop front down to the road. So there's nowhere for anyone to park and no possibility of parking. So pretty hard for people. I'll go down further and see what else I can find. Check this out. These people used to have a really nice driveway where they could ride their motorbikes up into their house. Good to know their fence is okay, but now they have a bit over a metre drop vertical down to the road. There's not enough room to put a driveway in there, so I just don't know how they're going to rectify. And same all the way down there. Don't know. So this is another example of how people survive. If there's a big trench all of a sudden outside your business, you just kind of make some sort of makeshift bridge so that people can get in there. What choice do you have, I suppose? So that's a little tailor shop over there. Good to see they've got all their fabric in like a glassed-in box. It'd just be so dusty. So they're making their business right on the edge here, and just show you down the road. And here's another example of a shop front. I don't know how people can make it to there. They must just have to cross over somewhere else and then shimmy up that little footpath to get their snacks and beers and things. But yeah, people are doing it really tough. I mean, how can you stay open? How can you hope to sell enough stuff when it's so difficult for people to even get to your shop? Anyway. Okay, this is Gold's Fitness. It's the biggest gym in Siem Reap. It's fully air conditioned, only one of its kind, I think, to boast air conditioning. But as you can see, getting to the gym at the moment is a pretty extreme activity. There's a big hole there. It's probably about, 5-6 meters deep. Certainly big enough for that earth mover to actually fall in there. Anyhow, the soil in this area is really heavy clay. It's not sandy. So when it gets wet, it's incredibly slippery around here. And we had that rain the other night. A lot of people coming off their bikes. Just on Watbo Road now, heading towards Wat Damnak in that direction. So you can see this is probably a road that a lot of people who've been to Siem Reap are familiar with. Cars are still able to get through, which is good. There's a lot of the roads are just goat tracks now, but there's a lot of water on that road, so not sure if I'll go down there or find a detour in some other direction. So I've just come past Wat Damnak, and this is the corner where you turn into Siem Reap Road, just up there. We'll go up there a little way, show you something interesting I saw the other night when we were out and about. This just shows you the lengths people are going to try and keep the dust down when they're trying to run a business in the middle of all of this. So she's out there with an umbrella, just, I don't know, fighting a losing battle, I think. But they have a very nice cafe just there on the corner, and she knows that it's not going to be very pleasant to sit there with all the dust. So she's doing what she can to mitigate that. But oh, it's just so tough. This is a pretty incredible scene. So that greenhouse has got a sign that says house for rent. It looks like, you know, a really nice house, but it's just, the front of it's just been ripped off, and you can see how deep the hole is because the excavator's right down in the middle of it. We'll go up there and have a bit of a look. It's just so dusty as well. Every time someone rides past, there's a big cloud of dirt. Can't be healthy, apart from all the other issues that come with it. Whoa. So there's a traditional wooden house over there, and they got a big ditch. Just shows you. Have a look at the size of their ditch. It actually has an excavator deep down inside it. Unbelievable. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you. So down there where there's two excavators in the trench, if we just pan around here a little bit, you can see that there? It used to be a road. So now that road's just got a few drums at the end of it. But if it was dark, I mean, there's no street lights around this area. If you didn't know that that had happened, you could just ride straight into that. Yeah, be quite easy to have a very bad accident at the moment. I'm not sure if that's a guest house or some sort of apartment for rent, going for $10. People are just very optimistic. Very, very hard to get in there. You have to give people some credit for trying in these circumstances. Still advertising something for $10. Just show you this. This is a whole new road where there was none before. I'm not sure what it's linking up, but there you go. Oh, here's one of these carts coming past with all their caneware for sale. It's pretty cool. Busy road, this one. There's a couple of big schools on it, creates a lot of traffic, and given that it's a Saturday, a lot of people moving around. Outside the life this morning on a Friday, and there is a next level challenge getting into work this morning. Have a go at this. So I'm here at about the time where everyone arrives at work, so it shouldn't be too long before a contender arrives to ride across the plank. Well, here's a contender. She's accurate. She's on. Yep. She's got it. Yep, that's what had to happen to me as well. You have to get it exactly straight when it's that thin. Oh yeah, very nice. Thank you so much for watching, and thanks to everyone who's supported us in this journey to 1,000. Thanks to Dave for always shouting us out on his channel. Thanks to Mark for his support on his channel. Find links to all of those, all of our social media, everything else that you might ever want to know about us down in the description of this channel. We look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care. Bye for now.